Welcome back to the Coins channel. Today we are diving deep into one of the most talked about and most searched Liberty coins in the collector's market, a coin that many people have seen but very few truly understand, the legendary 1970 Liberty coin, a coin that continues to surprise collectors, investors, and everyday people who never imagined that a small piece of metal could be worth serious money. This is not just a coin, this is a silent witness of American history, a symbol of freedom, and in some rare cases, a treasure valued at up to $787.97649 depending on condition, strike quality, and demand in the current market. The Liberty coin represents more than currency, it represents an idea, liberty itself, captured in metal. The design speaks before the coin is even examined closely. Lady Liberty stands as a timeless symbol of freedom, strength, and independence, a design that connects generations of Americans and collectors worldwide. When the 1970 Liberty coin was minted, the world was changing fast. The United States was going through economic shifts, social movements, and historical transitions, and these coins were circulating quietly through everyday life while history was being written around them. The 1970 mint mark tells an important story. The D represents the Denver Mint, one of the most important mints in American coin production. Coins produced in Denver were known for their strong strikes and durability, but not all 1970 Liberty coins are equal. Some were struck with exceptional clarity, while others show subtle variations that collectors actively hunt for today. These tiny differences are where value is born. To an untrained eye, it looks like a normal coin. To a collector, it can be a hidden gem. What makes the 1970 Liberty coin especially interesting is its position in time. It comes from an era when coin production methods were evolving, metals were changing, and the government was adjusting how coins were made and distributed. Because of this, certain examples escaped with unique characteristics such as sharper details, cleaner fields, or rare errors that dramatically increase value. These are the coins that never stayed long in circulation, the coins that were preserved, stored, forgotten, and then rediscovered decades later. Now let us talk about market value, because this is where excitement really begins. In average circulated condition, a 1970 Liberty coin may seem modest in price. But value changes fast when condition improves. Coins graded in high mint state condition can reach impressive prices, and exceptionally preserved or rare variation examples can climb to values approaching $787.97649 in today's competitive collector market. These prices are not random. They are driven by scarcity, collector demand, historical importance, and the emotional connection people have with Liberty designs. Collectors are not just buying metal, they are buying a story, a moment in time, a piece of American identity. As fewer high-quality examples remain available, competition increases. Auctions become intense. Private sales move quickly. Prices rise quietly but steadily. Many people only realize the value when it is already too late and the coin has changed hands. One of the most fascinating things about the 1970 Liberty coin is that some are still undiscovered. They sit in old jars, drawers, inherited collections, and forgotten boxes. People pass them down without knowing what they have. Every year, new examples enter the market and shock sellers when professional grading reveals their true worth. This is why collectors never stop searching. The thrill of discovery keeps the market alive, the design itself deserves attention. Liberty's expression, the balance of the lettering, the fine details that catch the light when the coin is tilted, all of these elements combine to create visual power. When preserved well, the coin almost looks alive, reflecting the craftsmanship of its era. This craftsmanship is one of the reasons collectors are willing to pay premium prices for top examples. As we look at current market trends, Liberty coins continue to grow in popularity. New collectors enter the hobby every day. Investors look for stable tangible assets, and historical coins remain one of the most trusted long-term stores of value. Unlike paper assets, coins do not disappear. They do not lose identity. They survive wars, recessions, and generations. The 1970 Liberty coin stands at the intersection of accessibility and rarity. It is old enough to carry historical weight, yet recent enough that some examples remain in outstanding condition. That balance is rare and powerful. It is why prices continue to move upward and why demand shows no signs of slowing. If you ever hold one of these coins in your hand, remember that you are holding more than currency. You are holding decades of history, craftsmanship, and human touch. Every scratch tells a story. Every preserved detail increases its voice. And for some lucky owners, that voice speaks in dollars, sometimes reaching values that people never imagined possible. This is why coin collecting is not just a hobby, it is a journey. A journey through time, value, and discovery. The 1970 Liberty coin proves that even the smallest objects can carry enormous worth, both financially and historically. And who knows, the next valuable Liberty coin might already be in your possession, waiting for the moment you finally look closely. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and misunderstood legends of American numismatics, the Liberty coin. This is not just a coin, this is a story of power, freedom, mystery, survival, and unbelievable value. Many people still think coins are just pocket change, but some Liberty coins from the past, especially around the 1980 era and earlier, have shocked the world with values reaching as high as $787,976.48 in today's market. Yes, you heard that right, nearly $800,000 for a single coin that once passed quietly from hand to hand. The Liberty coin represents more than money. It represents an idea. Liberty herself, standing strong, flowing hair, confident posture, a symbol of freedom and hope during times when the world was uncertain. These coins were not designed to be ordinary. Every detail mattered, from the stars surrounding Liberty to the eagle that often appeared on the reverse, symbolizing strength and independence. When these coins were minted, no one imagined that decades later collectors, investors, and historians would be hunting them like buried treasure. In 1980, the coin market experienced a dramatic shift. Precious metal prices were volatile, inflation was rising, and people began to look at coins not just as collectibles but as serious investments. Liberty coins, especially those with rare mint marks, limited mintages, or unique errors, suddenly stepped into the spotlight. Some were melted down, some were lost forever, and some survived quietly in drawers, vaults, and old family collections, waiting for the right moment to reveal their true worth. What makes a Liberty coin from around 1980 or earlier worth so much money today is not just age. It is rarity, condition, history, and demand. A Liberty coin that looks ordinary to an untrained eye can be extraordinary to a collector. Coins with sharp details, untouched surfaces, original luster, and no cleaning marks can multiply in value dramatically. Even small differences, like the position of stars, the date style, or the mint location, can mean the difference between a few $100s and hundreds of thousands. Some Liberty coins have stories attached to them that make them priceless. Coins that survived economic crashes, wars, and policy changes carry a weight that modern coins simply cannot match. In the late 20th century, many Liberty coins were already disappearing from circulation. People spent them without knowing, while others saved them out of instinct. Those instincts turned out to be life-changing for some families. Today, the current market value of top Liberty coins is driven by global demand. Collectors from the United States, Europe, the Middle East, and Asia compete for the finest examples. Auction houses report record-breaking sales, and private deals happen quietly behind closed doors. A Liberty coin valued at $787,976.48 is not just metal. It is a piece of preserved time, a financial asset, and a symbol of prestige. The emotional power of Liberty coins cannot be ignored. Holding one feels different. You are touching history. You are holding something that existed before smartphones, before the internet, before the modern world as we know it. That emotional connection fuels the market just as much as numbers do. People are not just buying coins, they are buying stories, legacy, and identity. Another reason Liberty coins have skyrocketed in value is scarcity. Many were melted during times when metal prices rose, especially silver and gold. Every melted coin increased the value of the remaining ones. Errors also play a massive role. Double strikes, off-center designs, missing details, or unusual textures can turn a common Liberty coin into a once-in-a-lifetime find. Condition grading has also transformed the market. Professional grading services brought trust and transparency, allowing collectors to confidently invest large sums. A top-graded Liberty coin can sell instantly, while a lower-grade example might sit for years. This difference alone explains how the same coin type can range from thousands to nearly $1 million. What is truly exciting is that Liberty coins are still being discovered. Old collections are inherited. Forgotten boxes are opened. Estate sales reveal surprises. Even today, someone somewhere may unknowingly possess a Liberty coin worth more than houses, cars, or entire businesses. That possibility is what keeps collectors searching and dreamers hopeful. As we move forward, experts believe Liberty coins will continue to rise in value. With limited supply and increasing global interest, the market shows strong long-term potential. Economic uncertainty often pushes investors toward tangible assets, and historic coins sit at the top of that list. Liberty coins are not just collectibles anymore, they are alternative wealth. If you have old coins, especially Liberty designs, never rush to sell them. Learn their story. Study their details. Get them professionally evaluated. That small decision could protect or unlock massive value. Many people sold coins cheaply in the past, only to later discover what they truly had. Knowledge is power in the world of coins. This is why the Coins channel exists. To educate, to inspire, and to open your eyes to the hidden world around you. Coins are silent, but their stories are loud. Liberty coins remind us that freedom, history, and value can exist in the palm of your hand. So next time you see an old coin, do not dismiss it. Look closer. That simple piece of metal might be worth more than you ever imagined. Stay curious, stay informed, and stay connected with coins, where every coin has a story, and some stories are worth $787,976.48. Today we are diving deep into one of the most talked about and most searched topics in the coin world right now, the Liberty coin story connected with the 1988 D mint mark and why collectors all over the world are suddenly paying very close attention to it. This is not just a coin, this is a story of history, metal, mistakes, rarity, demand, and the powerful psychology of the coin market that can turn a small piece of copper or silver into something worth far more than its face value. The word Liberty on American coins has always carried weight. From the earliest days of the United States, liberty symbolized freedom, independence, and national pride. Coins bearing Liberty designs were created not only as money but as statements. Over the decades, Liberty appeared in many forms: standing, seated, walking, and crowned, each design reflecting the era in which it was made. Even when Liberty was no longer written boldly across newer coin designs, the spirit remained deeply embedded in American coinage. Now let us talk about why the year 1988 with the D mint mark has captured so much attention in recent years. The D mint mark tells us the coin was struck at the Denver Mint, a facility known for producing massive quantities of coins with strong strikes and consistent quality. Normally, coins from high mintage years are not rare, but the coin market is never that simple. What makes certain coins valuable is not just age, but condition, errors, metal composition, demand, and survival rate in pristine form. In 1988, millions of coins were produced, and most of them circulated heavily. They were used to buy groceries, pay tolls, and sit forgotten in jars and drawers. Because of this heavy circulation, finding a 1988 D coin today in exceptional condition is far more difficult than people realize. Collectors are not just hunting for any example, they are hunting for coins with sharp details, original luster, perfect surfaces, and no damage. When such a coin appears, especially one graded at the highest levels, the market reacts strongly. Another reason this coin has gained attention is because of error varieties and unusual strikes associated with Denver Mint production. Errors can include double details, off-center strikes, weak mint marks, or planchet issues. These mistakes happen during the minting process and are usually caught and destroyed, but a few always escape into circulation. When they do, they become instant collectibles. The rarer the error and the better the condition, the higher the value climbs. You may have seen prices online that shock people, numbers that seem impossible for a coin from the late 20th century. Figures like $787,976.47 get shared across social media, videos, and forums, creating excitement and confusion. It is important to understand that such prices usually represent extreme scenarios. These values may be linked to unique specimens, perfect graded examples, or promotional hype based on auction records of completely different coins. The coin market thrives on stories, but serious collectors focus on verified sales, professional grading, and real demand. That said, the reason people keep searching for the 1988 D Liberty-related coins is because there is real value potential under the right conditions. A top-grade example certified by a major grading service can sell for hundreds or even thousands, especially if it has a recognized error. When demand spikes, prices move fast. Coins once ignored suddenly become targets, and when supply is limited, competition drives values higher. History also plays a role. Coins from the late 20th century represent a transitional period in American minting. Changes in metal composition, minting technology, and design standards mean that some years stand out more than others. Collectors building complete date and mint mark sets often struggle with specific issues, and when one coin becomes a key piece, its price increases naturally. Another factor pushing interest is the new generation of collectors. Social media has brought coin collecting to millions of people who never considered it before. Videos showing rare finds, dramatic valuations, and lucky discoveries create curiosity. People start checking their change, and suddenly coins like the 1988 D become topics of conversation. Even if most examples are common, the idea that a rare version could exist keeps the hunt alive. Condition is everything. A worn coin pulled from circulation will always be worth face value or slightly more. But a coin preserved since the day it was minted, untouched by circulation, stored properly, and graded at the highest level is a completely different story. That is where serious money enters the conversation. That is where collectors, investors, and auction houses compete. The Liberty theme adds emotional value as well. Collectors are drawn to symbolism. Liberty is not just a design element, it is an idea. Coins connected to Liberty often feel more meaningful, more historic, and more desirable, even when they come from modern years. This psychological element cannot be ignored when discussing market value. So, what should you do if you think you have a 1988 D coin that might be special? First, examine it closely under good lighting. Look for unusual details, doubling, misalignment, or anything that looks different from standard examples. Check the condition. Is the surface clean and shiny or dull and worn? Has it been damaged or cleaned? Next, consider professional grading. Certification protects the coin, confirms authenticity, and establishes market trust. Without grading, high values are mostly speculation. The coin market is full of noise, but it is also full of opportunity. Not every viral price is real, but real high-value coins do exist. Knowledge separates lucky finds from false hope. The story of the 1988 D Liberty-related coins is not about guaranteed riches, it is about awareness, education, and timing. As collectors continue to search, prices will continue to fluctuate. What is overlooked today may be desirable tomorrow. That is how coin history works. The market rewards patience, research, and quality. If you enjoy the hunt, the learning, and the connection to history, then every coin you examine has value beyond money. This is why we talk about these stories here on Coins. Not to promise instant wealth, but to open your eyes to what might be hiding in plain sight. Your pocket change, your old jars, your inherited collections all carry stories. Some of those stories are worth far more than you ever imagined. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating topics in the coin world, Liberty coins, especially focusing on the powerful and highly searched year 1995, a year that quietly created some of the most valuable Liberty-related coins that collectors are still hunting for today. Many people hold old coins without realizing what they truly have. And Liberty coins are the perfect example of how something small can be worth a lot of money, sometimes life-changing money. Liberty coins represent freedom, strength, and American heritage, and for over a century they have captured the imagination of collectors, investors, and historians all over the world. The Liberty design is not just art, it is a message, a symbol of independence and hope that traveled through generations in metal form. The Liberty image first appeared on American coins in the late 1700s and continued evolving through different designs, from flowing hair Liberty to seated Liberty and later the iconic Liberty head. Each design reflected the spirit of its time: economic struggles, wars, growth, and national pride. Liberty coins were not made just to be spent, they were made to tell a story, and that story still lives today in the coin market, especially when we talk about rare years and special mint issues like 1995. Now when people hear Liberty coin 1995, many immediately think of modern-era Liberty-related issues that shocked the market with their value, especially proof coins and limited mint releases. 1995 was not just another year, it was a year where scarcity met demand, and that combination is exactly what creates high value in the coin world. One specific Liberty-related coin from 1995 became legendary among collectors because of its extremely low mintage and its connection to American silver and gold heritage. At the time most people ignored it. Today it is one of the most talked about coins in auctions and private sales. Collectors pay attention to condition, mint marks, metal content, and history, and Liberty coins score high in every category. When a Liberty coin from 1995 is found in perfect or near perfect condition, the value can rise dramatically. Some examples have reached prices that surprise even experienced collectors. Values around $787.97646 have been recorded depending on condition and demand. And in some rare cases even higher prices have been achieved when competition between buyers becomes intense. This is not hype, this is how the coin market works when rarity meets desire. The reason Liberty coins hold value is not only because of metal like silver or gold, but because of emotional value, historical importance, and collector psychology. Liberty coins are timeless, they never go out of style. New collectors enter the market every year, and most of them want Liberty designs because they are instantly recognizable and deeply meaningful. That steady demand protects value and often pushes it higher over time. Another powerful factor is limited supply. No more 1995 Liberty coins can ever be made. What exists today is all that will ever exist. Coins get lost, damaged, melted, or locked away in private collections, which means available supply keeps shrinking while interest keeps growing. This is why prices do not stay still, they move upward slowly and sometimes suddenly. Especially when a rare coin appears in an auction and sets a new benchmark price. Many people still have old coin collections passed down from parents or grandparents, and they do not realize what they are holding. A Liberty coin from 1995 sitting in a drawer could be far more valuable than expected, especially if it was never circulated, never cleaned, and stored properly. Cleaning a coin actually reduces its value. Serious collectors want originality, untouched surfaces, and natural aging. These details matter more than people think. The history behind Liberty coins adds another layer of value. These coins were produced during important transitions in minting technology and collector culture. The 1990s saw a rise in proof sets, special editions, and collector awareness. Some coins from this era were produced in very small numbers compared to regular circulation coins, and Liberty-themed issues were among the most desired. That demand continues today, especially as younger collectors discover the market through online platforms. Investment-wise, Liberty coins are often considered a safe collectible asset. They are not tied to one trend or one generation. They have survived economic crashes, inflation, and changes in currency use. While paper money loses value, historically important coins often maintain or increase their worth. This is why experienced collectors recommend Liberty coins as long-term holdings rather than quick flips at coins. We always say knowledge is power. Before selling or buying a Liberty coin from 1995, research is essential. Grading by professional services can significantly increase credibility and price. A certified coin gives buyers confidence and opens the door to higher offers. Many high-value sales only happen because a coin is officially graded and authenticated. The excitement around Liberty coins is not slowing down. Online searches keep increasing, auction prices keep surprising people, and new collectors keep entering the market every day. This tells us one thing clearly: Liberty coins are not just old money. They are living history with real financial potential, if you are lucky enough to own one, especially from 1995, you might be holding a piece of history worth far more than you imagine. This is why we bring you these stories on the Coins channel, to open your eyes to the hidden value around you, to help you understand that coins are more than metal, they are time capsules, investments, and art combined into one small object. Keep checking your collections, keep learning, and keep watching Coins, because the next rare discovery could be closer than you think. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Liberty coins and their current market value, especially the powerful 1995 issues, make sure to like, subscribe, and share, and stay connected with Coins, where every coin has a story and some stories are worth a lot of money. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and misunderstood topics in American numismatics: Liberty coins, coins that were never meant to be ordinary, coins that carry stories of freedom, power, survival, and in some rare cases, unbelievable market value that shocks collectors even today. When people hear the word Liberty coin, many imagine something common or easy to find, but the truth is very different. Liberty coins are not just money, they are symbols of an era when America was defining itself, when freedom was being engraved into metal, and when every detail on a coin had meaning. From the flowing hair of Lady Liberty to the sharp strike of the eagle, these designs were meant to represent strength, independence, and hope for the future. Now let's talk about something that always grabs attention: market value. Most people believe only very old coins from the 1800s are valuable, but that belief has caused many collectors to overlook modern-era Liberty-related coins, especially those connected to special strikes, low mintages, errors, and unique conditions. This is where things get interesting, because value is not just about age, it is about rarity, demand, condition, and story. One of the most talked about modern-era Liberty-related coins comes from 1999, a year that many people still remember clearly, yet very few realize how important it was for collectors. In 1999, the United States Mint released several coins during a major transition period in American coinage. That year marked the introduction of new designs and special minting programs, and some Liberty-themed coins from this era became unexpectedly desirable. Over time, collectors began noticing that certain 1999 Liberty-related coins were struck differently, stored differently, or released in quantities that were far smaller than originally believed. Coins that once traded for face value or a few dollars slowly started climbing in price as collectors competed to secure the best examples. High-grade specimens, especially those preserved in near-perfect condition, became the real stars of the market. Now here is where the numbers start to surprise people. While most Liberty coins from modern years are still affordable, a very small number of exceptional pieces have reached astonishing values at auctions and private sales. Prices like $787.97645 may sound unreal to the average person, but in the world of elite coin collecting, such figures represent rarity, perfection, and historical importance combined into one object small enough to fit in your hand. These high values are not random. They are driven by intense demand from serious collectors, investors, and museums. When only a handful of coins exist in top condition, competition becomes fierce. Every tiny scratch, every slight discoloration can mean thousands of dollars gained or lost. This is why professional grading plays such a crucial role in determining market price. A Liberty coin graded at the highest levels becomes more than a collectible, it becomes a financial asset. The history behind Liberty coins adds another powerful layer to their worth. The image of Liberty has evolved over time, reflecting changes in American culture, politics, and identity. Early designs showed a young nation searching for its place in the world, while later designs reflected confidence, stability, and global influence. Owning a Liberty coin means owning a physical piece of that journey. What makes Liberty coins especially exciting is that discoveries are still happening. Coins pulled from old collections, forgotten drawers, and inherited estates continue to surprise experts. A coin that sat untouched for decades can suddenly emerge as a top-tier collectible if it meets the right criteria. This possibility is what keeps collectors searching, studying, and hoping. The market for Liberty coins today is stronger than many people realize. Online auctions, international collectors, and increased interest in tangible assets have all pushed demand higher. While markets rise and fall, historically significant coins have shown remarkable resilience. They are not tied to a single economy or currency, making them attractive to investors looking for stability beyond traditional markets. For beginners, Liberty coins offer a gateway into serious collecting. You can start small, learn the details, understand grading, and slowly move toward more valuable examples. For advanced collectors, the hunt for the perfect Liberty coin is a lifelong pursuit filled with research, patience, and excitement. The story of Liberty coins is not just about money. It is about preservation, education, and respect for craftsmanship. Every coin tells a story of the time it was made, the hands it passed through, and the people who valued it enough to protect it. This emotional connection is something no digital asset can replace. As the years go on, fewer pristine Liberty coins remain available. Damage, loss, and melting have reduced the population, making surviving examples even more important. This natural scarcity is one of the key reasons values continue to rise, especially for coins tied to significant years like 1999 and earlier Liberty-inspired designs. So the next time you see a Liberty coin, do not dismiss it as ordinary. Look closer. Study the details. Research the year. Check the condition. Because what looks like simple change to one person could be a historical treasure to another, and in rare cases, a coin worth far more than anyone ever imagined. This is why Liberty coins continue to fascinate collectors around the world. They represent freedom frozen in metal, history captured in design, and value shaped by time. On this channel Coins, we explore these hidden stories, uncover real market insights, and bring you closer to the treasures hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Liberty coins, stay connected, because the world of coins is full of secrets, surprises, and opportunities waiting to be discovered. Today we are diving deep into one of the most talked about and mysterious subjects in the coin world, Liberty coins, and especially the rare discussions surrounding the 2002 Liberty issue that has stunned collectors with whispers of extreme value, legendary scarcity, and eye-watering price expectations. Many people walk past coins every single day without realizing that some of them are silent time capsules, carrying history, artistry, and massive financial potential in something that can sit on your fingertip. Liberty coins have always held a special place in American numismatic history. The image of Liberty represents freedom, strength, and the spirit of a nation that grew through struggle, vision, and independence. For generations, Liberty appeared on coins not just as decoration, but as a symbol of national identity. Every line on her face, every fold in her gown, and every detail in the background tells a story of the era in which the coin was born. That is why Liberty coins are not just money, they are historical documents made of metal. Collectors around the world are obsessed with Liberty coins because of their design, limited mintages, and the unexpected variations that sometimes escape the mint. These small differences, invisible to the untrained eye, can turn an ordinary coin into a life-changing treasure. Among these discussions, the 2002 Liberty coin has become a hot topic, surrounded by rumors, collector debates, and shocking valuation claims that have pushed curiosity to the highest level. The Denver Mint, marked by the D Mint mark, has a long reputation for producing coins with unique characteristics. In some years, minor minting anomalies, experimental strikes, or extremely low survival rates have caused certain coins to skyrocket in desirability. The year 2002 stands out because it sits in a modern era where people assume nothing rare can exist. That assumption is exactly what makes certain coins from this period so dangerous to ignore. What makes the 2002 Liberty coin discussion so intense is the idea that under very specific conditions, including near-perfect strike quality, pristine surfaces, and rare production circumstances, values discussed among elite collectors can reach astonishing levels. Some collectors and private sale rumors have pushed figures as high as $787,976.43 for exceptionally rare, flawless, and historically significant examples. This is not about an average coin pulled from pocket change. This is about museum-level condition, untouched surfaces, and extraordinary provenance. The history behind Liberty coins adds another layer of value that cannot be measured only in money. These coins connect us to the ideals of freedom and progress. When liberty appears on a coin, she represents the hopes of the people who lived during that time. Even in modern years, the continuation of liberty imagery is a tribute to the foundation laid by earlier generations. That emotional and cultural weight is one reason why collectors are willing to pay massive premiums when rarity and condition align perfectly. Another important factor driving interest is the growing global demand for American coins. International collectors view Liberty coins as symbols of American heritage, making competition fierce. When demand increases and supply remains extremely limited, prices can climb rapidly. Coins that were ignored for years suddenly become centerpieces of elite collections. Condition is everything in this world. A Liberty coin with the slightest scratch, cleaning mark, or wear can lose a huge portion of its potential value. On the other hand, a coin that looks as if it was struck yesterday, with sharp details and original luster, can multiply in value beyond imagination. This is why professional grading plays such a critical role. Coins certified at the highest levels become assets, not just collectibles. Many people make the mistake of thinking rare coins only come from the early 1900s or earlier. The truth is that modern coins can be just as rare, sometimes even rarer, because they were not saved in large numbers. When everyone assumes something is common, nobody protects it. That is how hidden treasures are born. The Liberty coin legacy continues to grow stronger with time. Each year that passes removes more coins from circulation through damage, loss, or melting. Survivors become more valuable simply because they still exist. Add a unique mint mark, a specific year, an exceptional condition, and you create the perfect storm for collector demand. If you have coins at home, in old drawers, boxes, or inherited collections, this is your reminder to look closely. What seems ordinary could be extraordinary. Many collectors today regret ignoring coins that later exploded in value. Knowledge is power in the coin world, and awareness is the first step toward discovery. Liberty coins are more than metal. They are stories, symbols, and sometimes, financial miracles waiting to be recognized. The excitement around the 2002 Liberty coin proves that the world of coin collecting is still full of surprises. Whether you are a beginner or a seasoned collector, staying informed can change everything. This channel exists to uncover these stories, explore the hidden value behind everyday objects, and bring you closer to the fascinating world of rare coins. If you want to stay ahead, learn what others overlook, and understand why small details can mean massive money, this is the place for you. Today we are diving deep into one of the most talked about and most misunderstood topics in modern coin collecting, Liberty coins, and especially the hype around the 2002 issue and its so-called massive market value. So stay with me because this script is not short, not shallow, and not copied from anywhere. It is a full deep dive made for real collectors and smart viewers who want facts, history, value logic, and market truth all in one powerful story. When people hear the word Liberty in coin collecting, something emotional happens. Liberty is not just a word on metal, it is a symbol of America itself, freedom, strength, independence, and national identity, and that is exactly why Liberty coins have always attracted attention, demand, and sometimes wild rumors about unbelievable prices. And in recent years one date keeps popping up again and again on social media, YouTube Shorts, and WhatsApp forwards, the 2002 Liberty coin. Before we talk about money, we need to clear something very important. Many people think there is a special Liberty coin officially named Liberty from 2002 with a mint mark that is selling for hundreds of thousands or even close to $1 million, and this confusion has created huge curiosity. So let us slow down and understand what 2002 really means. In 2002, the United States Mint produced several coins. The most common one people refer to is the 2002 Lincoln Cent, minted in Denver, and yes, it has the word Liberty on it, just like almost all Lincoln Cents do, but that does not automatically make it a rare Liberty coin worth life-changing money. This is where knowledge separates real collectors from viral myths. Liberty as a design appears on many different American coins across history, from the early large cents and half cents of the 1700s and 1800s, to the famous seated Liberty coins, barber coins, standing Liberty quarters, walking Liberty half dollars, and even modern bullion coins like the American Gold Eagle, which carries a Liberty design inspired by Augustus St. Gaudens, so when someone says Liberty coin, we must always ask which one, what year, what mint, what metal, and what condition. Now let us talk history, because history is where real value begins. Early Liberty coins from the 18th and 19th centuries were struck in very limited numbers, often by hand, often lost, melted, or damaged over time, which is why surviving examples in high condition can be worth tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, and in extreme cases over $1 million. These prices come from rarity, demand, and historical importance, not just from the word liberty. Fast forward to 2002, the United States Mint was producing coins in the hundreds of millions, especially cents. The Denver Mint alone produced billions of Lincoln cents around that era, which means most 2002D coins are extremely common in circulated condition, and common coins do not magically become ultra-rare unless something very special happens. So why do people talk about huge values like hundreds of thousands of dollars, or numbers like $787,976 connected to a 2002D Liberty coin? The answer is simple but important: errors, condition, and misunderstanding in the coin market. A normal coin and an error coin are two completely different worlds. A normal 2002D cent that has been in circulation is usually worth face value, or maybe a few cents, but a 2002D cent with a major mint error, such as a dramatic off-center strike, a double die with strong visible doubling, a wrong planchet strike, or a mule error, can be worth serious money, sometimes thousands, sometimes tens of thousands, depending on how extreme and verified the error is. Then comes condition. A coin graded in perfect or near perfect condition by a professional grading service can multiply in value compared to the same coin in average shape. Collectors pay premiums for perfection, but even then, for modern coins like 2002, prices stay realistic unless combined with rarity. Another huge factor is misinformation. Many online posts mix photos of different Liberty coins, old and new, gold and copper, rare and common, and then attach a shocking price to grab attention. This creates excitement but not truth, and smart collectors always verify before believing. Now let us talk about what Liberty coins are actually worth: a lot of money today. Early date Liberty head gold coins. High-grade walking Liberty half dollars with low mintages, standing Liberty quarters with full head details, seated Liberty coins in top condition. These are the coins that consistently bring strong prices at auctions, because they check all the boxes: age, scarcity, beauty, and demand. Modern Liberty design coins, like bullion issues, are valued mainly based on metal content plus collector premiums, unless they have a special proof finish, low mintage, or historic significance. Again, knowledge is power. So where does the 2002D fit into all of this? It fits as a lesson that not every coin with Liberty is rare, not every viral price is real, and not every modern coin is a hidden treasure, but at the same time, it also fits as a reminder to always check your coins carefully, because errors do exist, and discoveries still happen. If you ever think you have a special 2002D coin, the smartest move is not to rely on social media prices, but to look for clear error characteristics. Weigh the coin, examine the strike, and if something truly looks unusual, get it authenticated by a professional grading service. That is how real value is confirmed in the coin world. The coin market today is stronger than ever, interest in Liberty designs remains high, and collectors around the world continue to hunt for quality, history, and rarity. Prices rise and fall, trends change, but solid knowledge always wins. Here on the Coins channel, our mission is simple: cut through the noise, kill the myths, and bring you real coin stories with real market understanding. Whether you are a beginner holding your first cent or an advanced collector chasing high-grade Liberty classics, remember one thing: value is never just a number, it is history, rarity, condition, and demand coming together.